Well, I'm definitely not singing in the rain. But the way it was coming down earlier, I was probably swimming in the rain. It's not too bad. It's just drizzling now. It was pouring earlier, but it looks like a lot of my patchwork is took hold, so that's pretty good and everything. I still got some things to work out, but I'm slowly working them out and everything. But it's just a little drizzle out here now, not a lot of rain. I'm just waiting for my wife to come back. Went and took me a little swim in the bathtub, got my butt clean and all that fun stuff and everything. Ow! I got no shoes on, so I'm stepping on stuff. But it's a nice little rainy day, drizzling out and everything. Nothing serious. And everything. Got the shop all closed up. I got me a handful of work to do tomorrow. Going to be cleaning off them DVDs and everything. I don't know if you saw the live earlier, but Clark Gable, he's dead, and Scarlett, she made it. So we did okay on that and everything. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go watch the live from before and everything when I post it and everything. But everything worked out with that. It's drizzling out here pretty good and everything. We've been getting a lot of rain out here. Not getting a lot of viewers anymore on this TikTok. They changed everything so much anymore. We don't get too many viewers and everything. But that's okay. I don't care. I'm just out here just bored waiting for my wife to come back and everything. So tomorrow I got my hands full. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm probably going to do it Tuesday because Monday you got to have it all in by noon and everything, and me getting over there by noon is not going to happen. But I got the truck full of scrap I got to get out of here, and then we're going to get some stuff sorted out and get these tables filled up and everything, and then we're going to start putting this store back together over here, and everything in there is going to be $1 or less, and then everything out here going to be filled back for $1, and they just come up and help themselves and get their stuff, put it in a bag, and put your money through the door. And that's how we do the honor system around here. Well, I promise there's a lot of people that don't have any honor, and they help themselves and stuff. And all I have to say to that is if you need something, come tell me. I'll probably help you out. I'll probably give it to you. You know, you never know and everything. But, you know, that's things I got planned for the next few days. Don't know what we have planned for live tomorrow, but we got something going to probably happen. Who knows? And it's, as you can see, it's a quiet Sunday night out here. Not much going on. Not even anything going on at the car wash. Normally we got at least stereos blasting and people over there scrubbing their car 8 times a day and everything, but nothing going on really, except for a little bit of rain. Down there used to be a car wash down there, but I was told they tore that down because there's too many rugs going through there and everything, so who knows. You know, you hear a lot of rumors. You never know. You never know what's going on. I try to stay out of that fun stuff. Back over there used to be the drug court in that building. Used to have lots of people come over and they sell me just about everything they could think of just so they could pay their drug court fees and everything. Now I would be like, is it stolen? Because we don't need to be going back to jail now, people. You know, but you never know. I didn't have a lot of problems with the cops, so that's good and everything. I always try to make sure I always ask everyone first thing off, is it yours? Because once you sign that paper's saying that it's yours and you have the right to sell it. If you don't do it because they will come looking for you. So if your buddy's saying, hey, sell this for me, you don't want to do that if you don't have to. Because if it is stolen, it comes back, you're now inclined to be part of that stolen goods. So you don't ever want to do that. But we never had that problem, so that's a good thing. I remember one time we had a kid come in, and he had stolen, supposedly he had stolen all his parents' movies, brought them into the store, sold them and everything. And so they came in, they're like, we want to go through all your movies in your inventory in the back and everything, and so we can see which ones are ours. And I'm like, that's not how this works. You go down to the police station, you file a report, they come arrest your son and everything, and then they'll come confiscate what is yours, and then you can go through. Oh no, we're not going to do all that. Well, if you're not going to press charges, we're not going to play this game. I even called the detective on the phone, and he's like, no, have them come down here and file that report, and we'll go from there, and we'll come down and see what you got of theirs and everything. And I was like, I don't even think I have anything of theirs. He goes, no, they're probably just trying to go through your inventory and get what they want. And, you know, so nothing ever came of that. If you ain't going to press charges on the person, it probably wasn't stolen anyway. So, you know, you just watch out for that kind of stuff and everything. I'm just waiting for my wife. She went out to get us dinner and everything. After we get our dinner, then I'm going to relax for the rest of the night and everything. Because then I got to get up tomorrow. Got a full day ahead of me. We got all kinds of things to do. And we got the rain coming down. Don't look too bad. Ain't too big. I'll be standing out here, all of a sudden, whoosh, get flooded one time. Man, you get covered so quick, and then other times it's just a little drizzle, just like now. It's a beautiful night out. Let's see if we can see the moon anywhere, and I don't see the moon anywhere out here. You're looking at the sky. That's just a street light. That ain't the moon. That ain't either. But now there's no moon out there. The sky looks beautiful. Look at that thunder. Or that lightning, I guess you'd say. The thunder would be the sound, huh? But yeah, that's pretty much all we got going on out here right now. Nothing special. But we got a beautiful sky out there. Real beautiful. But yeah, I'm just sitting out here goofing off and everything. Got the trailer emptied. It's all ready to go to the auction, get it filled up and everything. We got the sign out ready to go. We're going to get all that stuff thrown out on them tables and everything. My wife just needs to hurry back and everything. I'm just being bored and everything. View comments. It says view comments. Slide to view comments. I guess I missed a comment. So I didn't miss anything. I'm still new to this. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm just out here right now just trying to talk and everything, get used to it and everything. Because, you know, everyone's like, I don't want to do live. You know, you get nervous. Yeah, you get nervous real quick. Especially when you got someone standing right there next to you and you want to goof off and everything. But you can't. I got to watch myself with what I say on TikTok. Because, you know, they got that everything family oriented, everything this, everything that. Got to be all good and everything. The world's full of peaches and cream and all that bullshit. Oops, not even supposed to do that. And everything. So you just do the best you can and, you know, try to... You know, I try to be funny and everything, but I got to watch what I say because I have real crude humor and everything. So I have a real foul mouth. And so I got to watch what I say because I can get going and everything. Like yesterday, I was like, you got to watch your mouth first thing off. I start saying, oops, got to shut up now because my mouth's too damn big. But, yeah, we're not doing real much tonight and everything. I'm just sitting out here in the rain, just chilling out, watching the traffic go by and waiting for my wife to bring me some food because I'm fat and I'm hungry. And everything, so I like to eat and everything. But yeah, if you look down this road here, actually where we're looking down there, see we're not too far. That's the jail right down there and everything. And then right behind this other building here is the federal jail. And we're in a town of like 13,000 and we got a federal prison in our town. How cool is that? It's not. In fact, when it was built for ICE, I guess, is what I was told. And then they changed it up and everything, and somehow they lost the contract, and Federal took over and took the prison or something. I don't know. I'm just saying what I heard. I don't know how much is true. I know there was a big old uproar. I know that they failed so many inspections when they tried to get it open and everything. And that's what from my understanding, they kept failing the inspections for ICE. And then, so the federal prison jumped in and said, you know what, we're just going to take it. Federal said we're going to take it. And then they got the regular jail full of federal prisoners too. So I don't know what they're holding people for, but it makes you wonder what the heck is going on. But I call this area legal central because, man, this building right here in front of me was full of attorneys. There's still 2 attorneys in there now. I think there was 3 or 4 in there at one time. But there's 2 in there now and everything. And there was a bondsman over there. And then the 2 bondsmen behind the library over there and everything. And then you got the prison over here and all the other stuff. And so that's how we go with that and everything. So yeah, I just call it legal central and everything because they got all that stuff going on there. But you know what? We still have just as much crime, I think, down here as we do everywhere else. It's kind of crazy how that goes. But I'm just out here singing in the rain. And I ain't singing, though, because, man, it's wet, but I ain't singing nothing. I ain't got nothing to sing. Y'all probably be like, oh, no, we really ain't going to watch it now. We wasn't going to watch it before, but we definitely ain't going to watch it. He's going to sing in the rain and all that other stuff. And yeah, we're not going to do that. And I ain't going to dance either. I ain't got no shoes on. I'll probably hurt myself, stub my toe. Be like, oh, shit. You know, so we ain't going to do that either. And I'm a big boy. I might fall and hurt something, break my ankle or something. Who knows? But, yeah. We're just out here getting wet and waiting. I guess I'm going to be waiting even longer. I don't know. I saw I get out here real quick and she'd be back, but I guess not. Let's go take a look over here then, since we've got nothing going on. Let's go take a look over here. And, you know, I remember back in the day, we used to not have these signs. We had 15-minute parking. And I got a fight with everyone around here. Because if you look, my building has no parking. So I pretty much got... Well, there's 3 spaces here now, but there used to only be 2 spaces here the way they had it done out for some reason. But now they got 3 spaces the way they space them now. But I have parking now also, so I don't care. And then they can park there because if you block my driveway, I don't care. Everything. So we used to get in an argument about that. But now anymore, we don't argue anymore. We just go with it. And so we get along. So that's the best way to be and everything. But we got people that like to hang out behind the building here. When it got cold, have someone try to light a fire on the building and everything. So we got to watch that and everything because people will be crazy around here. We've had so many fires and everything, it makes you wonder which ones are insurance and which ones are squatters and which ones are dumbasses, you know? Just makes you wonder. And as you see, the garbage cans in there to keep people from driving back there. But people like to hang out behind the building for some reason. I need to get some new cameras, put them up there and everything. I mean, we got one, but we need more. We can see more going on back there and everything. So we got like 48 cameras right now, I think, something like that. And everything. Need to get some more, though. It's always good to have more cameras. I remember back when I was going to buy that building, he wanted $50,000 for it. He told me, I'll give you that parking lot right there for an extra 10. And I was like, well, that's a lot of work to that building. I don't know. Now there's even more work because they blew out them windows up there about a year ago and everything else. So got a lot of more work. But then I was like, ooh, I like this building and everything. He goes, I want $75,000 for that and I can't finance that. Oh, damn, that sucks. But he'll take $60,000 for this and finance it. So I was like, but that's a better building, which it really is. But then he turned around and sold it to Anita for $50,000. And I don't know if he financed it or not, but he sold it for $50,000. I'd have got that $50,000 for that building. That building was worth it. But it is what it is, you know. People do what they're going to do and everything. And so that's how that went down. I bought my building about 21 years ago and everything. Bought it for dirt cheap, but I put lots and lots of money into it. And we got 6 apartments upstairs. There's 2 of them. And we got 2 storefronts downstairs. And then over here we got 1 storefront and 1 apartment over here, and then I've got another house across town. I think it was funny, I was doing a live one time, someone said, you look homeless. Yeah, I may look homeless, but looks are deceiving because I got plenty of places to stay, and I'll never be sleeping in the streets unless I want to. Because I'll sleep in my car all the time when I'm traveling, but if I want to, I'll sleep in there, but I don't have to. And that's a good thing, you know. But I still got a lot of work to all that stuff and everything, so I mean, if I look homeless, I look homeless. I don't care. Looks are deceiving and everything, you know. And if you are homeless, there ain't no shame in that. People need to stop being so judgmental and everything and start helping people out. Now, I know there's a lot of people on them rugs and everything, and that's what's causing the homelessness and everything. But, you know, and those are choices that people make. They're not real smart, but those are the choices people make. And they end up sleeping on the streets, and they end up living that life. And it's a sad life to lead. But once you're addicted, you know. I mean, there's a way out. There's a lot of people I've seen get out, and I'm proud of them people that get out. But the problem is there's the chances of getting out of that addiction is so hard that it's not even funny. So, you know, you do the best you can, keep going, don't give up, and never give in. Never give in, you know. Try to take care of yourself, and I know it's hard to keep going and keep being positive and everything, especially in the world the way it's crazy out there. But you do the best you can and keep going, and you always show up for yourself. Always get up and do what you have to do to take care of things. I know it's hard because I struggle every day with it. I hurt every day, and I have issues every day, but I go with it and everything. And it's not fun, but it is what it is, you know. So you just get up and you do the best you can. Always do the best you can. Don't give up on yourself. You know, be positive and stay away from rugs, and you'll be okay. And I'm not talking about broccoli. That is not a rug. You know, I'm talking about the serious stuff. You know, everyone's going crazy over that Fenty lately, and that's just too much. And it's killing people left and right. It's killing the little ones. It's killing all the big ones and everything else. So be safe and be smart. And be real cautious at what you're doing and everything, because, you know, you got family that care about you and everything. No one wants to see you struggling. No one wants to see you in the streets alone and everything. I mean, there's people out there that probably do, but those are the people that probably need to be kicked in the head or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean, but there's some people out there that just got no common sense, got no brain, and just won't leave people alone and let them live their life and everything. Let people live their life, man. Unless they're hurting you, don't mess with them. I mean, come on, man. Why people gotta be bullies? Internet bullies and trolls, man, that's the worst thing out there, man. People love to bully. and everything. I mean, yeah, it's one. I mean, back in the day, yeah, we used to laugh at people and be like, you know, and everything else. But as you get older, you realize that person's going through something, and that person has feelings, and you know, there's no reason to tear someone down because they don't look the way you look, or they don't live the way you live, or they can't afford what you can afford, or anything like that. So you just don't do that, you know. Do the best you can to be a good person. That's all I'm saying. Just be a good person. And, you know, it's hard in this world, though, because there's so many people out there that are not good people. I mean, half of them are running our country right now. Right into the ground. And I don't know what's going on, and I'm not trying to get political either, because if you get political, you start all kinds of arguments and everything. And I'm not starting an argument, because I'm going to tell you all, they're all worthless. I don't care if they're, which one they are, Republican, Democrat, Liberal, they're all worthless. Because it's like someone told me, you know, an honest person can't make it in politics. Because you either quit because they run you out, or you become corrupt like the rest of them. So it is what it is, and you do the best you can and keep going. I mean, you know, I don't agree with most of these politicians, but it looks like dinner just arrived, so I'm going to be getting off here. Yep, there's my beautiful wife. Here you come home. So y'all have a great day, and stay safe, and stop down and see me at 401 West 6th Street in Okmulgee, Oklahoma sometime.